Are you ready to play ball? It's officially opening day in America's finest city here. In just a few hours, the Padres starting the 2026 season against the Detroit Tigers at Petco Park. Thanks for joining us. It's 6 a.m. on this opening day. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Netta Irampur. So excited for this. The game is set for 1:10 p.m. Baseball is back. We have team coverage from Petco Park. News 8's Vanessa Paz with everything you need to know if you are going to the game. We do want to start with Chris Groh and Jake Garriani. Look at them previewing all the action right there by the field, guys. How's it going?
It honestly has been so much fun already. You're going to hear me say this a lot. Sense of excitement, and that has been palpable really during spring training. The World Baseball Classic brought out a lot of that because you got to see a lot of the Padres superstars go ahead and compete in that as well too, Jake. But we're trying to do our best version of a good old 1-2 punch, as we said. Yeah, you're kind of like Barry Bonds back in the day, and I'm just whoever was hitting third or second in front of him, just hoping to get on base so you can go ahead and hit that home run out of the park. Craig Stammen, new manager, hoping to hit a home run in his first season here as the Padres. It's a name that some people may recognize, but not in this role, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of dangerous things I could say about that Barry Bonds reference. I'm just going to quickly move on from that. Life comes at you fast, Chris, doesn't it? All of a sudden, Craig Stammen is the manager of the San Diego Padres. I don't think a person on the planet, aside from A.J. Preller, saw this one coming. In fact, Craig Stammen himself said he didn't expect to be in this seat until all of this went down. This was a guy who was in the front office. He was helping out with players and development. And then all of a sudden, A.J. Preller goes to him and goes, hey, what do you think about interviewing for the job? What do you think about being the manager of the San Diego Padres? And Craig had mentioned a few times, he goes, oh, I guess I could do it. I guess I could go through that process. And then all of a sudden, here we are. And this, of course, comes after Mike Shildt, the Padres manager a season ago, abruptly retires at the end of the year, after a 90-win season, after a wild card appearance. And then all of a sudden, he says, hey, I'm done. That's it for me. He's now with the Baltimore Orioles in more of a front office player development role. And then Craig Stammen enters. And this is such an interesting thing. Relief pitchers in baseball don't get hired as managers.
Yeah.
Craig Stammen has been hired as manager. He has never managed in Major League Baseball. He's going to manage his first game today in Major League Baseball. A lot of interesting storylines are going to follow Craig Stammen. He knows a lot of these players on the San Diego Padres. He's played with a lot of these players on the San Diego Padres, which is so interesting when you talk about clubhouse vibes. And some of the first things I've heard from the players about the type of manager Craig Stammen is, number one, awesome human being. Number two, hugely family oriented. And number three, this guy is focused on winning and keeping a clubhouse together in the vibes within that clubhouse. We heard from the manager Craig Stammen yesterday in his availability, and he had this to say about managing his first ever game in Major League Baseball.
Excited. I physically don't have to be ready, but mentally I got to be ready. It's a different way to think about opening day, but exciting nonetheless to get the baseball season started, and our players get to show off their talent to everybody else. We're ready for opening day. That's what I would sum our team up as. Spring training went really well. Felt like we were able to work on some things individually to make them a little bit better. Try to get that 1% a little bit better before the season started, and then as a team we're coming together chemistry-wise and camaraderie-wise. That helps when you have a lot of the same players coming back. So excited to kind of build off, what we've accomplished in the past and hopefully take that to new heights.
It's funny, you hear Craig Stammen talk about some of the faces coming back, some of the new people. One of the new people is Nick Castellanos, who left Philadelphia under a lot of scrutiny and a lot of maybe turmoil with the Phillies, but he comes to San Diego with a lot of people that he recognizes, even playing baseball at a young age with Manny Machado. And then it's all about the clubhouse vibes from that point.
Well, and that's funny that you mentioned that, because I think a lot of people maybe discount that player connection. Guys who grew up together in South Florida, Manny Machado, as you said, and Nick Castellanos, and then being able to sort of bridge that vibe between players, managers. As you mentioned, Stammen is someone who worked directly with these players. Did the guys essentially say that that's sort of the vibe in the locker room right now, that sort of that bridge between manager and player there is you don't even need to cross it. You're boys with the manager, right?
Absolutely. And Nick Castellanos is a guy who doesn't say a whole lot. He's very much quiet, straightforward with the media. And when he does elaborate, you've asked him something he truly cares about. And he elaborated yesterday when asked about Craig Stammen, the manager.
First off, great human. I feel like he has a great balance on his at-home life and at the field life, which for me is important. He really cares about his guys. And honestly, you would never really notice that this was his first time as a manager. I think he handled it very well. I think he did things to keep the clubhouse light. I don't know how much of the staff he picked or AJ picked, but everybody is a really good person and excited to work. So, I mean, just for me, thumbs up across the board.
All right, thumbs up across the board, but that's because Craig Stammen hasn't managed a game yet, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if those thumbs up continue. Hey, if you're winning, they always stay up.
That's right. Sky-high expectations from the fan base as well as the players. No doubt about it. Everybody wants to see the Padres in the playoffs, and they want to see them slay the Dragon. We'll have to see exactly what will happen. Now, obviously, a lot of excitement, those expectations. A lot of people going to be coming out to the ball game, maybe with some sick notes, if you will, thrown into work. Our Vanessa Paz, she is here. She is working. She's having a little bit of fun here, though, letting us know everything you need to have dialed in before you cross through those gates, right, Vanessa?
Yeah, Chris, I know you mentioned a lot of sick notes. That's what I'm saying. If you see our cameras, you better hide from them because we will be out taking video of all the attendees. In fact, in about T-minus 7 hours or so, there will be about 40,000 fans just flooding in the gates here at Petco Park. And again, one of the men behind it all is the Senior VP of Ballpark Operations, Ken Kawachi. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
You're a busy man. I mean, I saw like spilled popcorn over there, and you're like, I got to take a picture and send this to someone to clean it up stat. So again, the beautification is part of your contribution. Okay, I know that a lot of people are probably up right now, excited to attend today's game. The know before you go, what are the top tips that attendees need to know today?
Yeah, I think it all starts with having a plan about how you're going to get down here. If you already purchased parking, if you haven't, check out Padres.com, buy some pre-sold parking. If you're not, hey, take public transportation, right? The Coaster, MTS, all great options, drop you within blocks of Petco Park. And when you get here, just remember, you don't have to take anything out of your pockets, right? Just have your phone ready with the MLB Ballpark app and your tickets and come on in and have a great time.
Got it. And as far as security, is there anything that you guys are ramping up this year that is different from years prior? I know you guys are really strict with the bag policy. And so what are some of kind of the rules, guidelines, maybe for first timers?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so our bag policy is single compartment, clear bags, 12 inches by 6 inches by 12 inches. And for those ladies, got to look cute coming down to the ballpark, right? Got those clutches. Those need to be 5 inches by 7 inches. And then parents, right, with infants, babies on the way, those diaper bags, always welcome in the ballpark.
And we emphasize leave early to avoid the long lines. How early do you think that attendees should be arriving here at Petco?
I think you just want to get down here and be part of the festivities and the fun of opening day. I think the great thing about the security technology that we use here is we're able to get fans in really, really quickly. So, hey, don't worry about coming, get here early and just be ready to come in and have a great time.
Thank you so much, Ken. Again, I know you're very busy, so thank you for taking the time to chat with us this morning. All right, there it is, Ken. You heard it from himself that you got to get here early, and public transportation, that's probably the way to go. And Evan, I know that the forecast is going to cooperate with opening day, so I'm sure a lot of people can do, again, the public transit and then walk. It's going to be great walking weather, and I'll actually toss it over now to Evan with today's forecast. Hey, Evan.
Good morning, Vanessa. Exactly right. It's a beautiful day out there. We might have a little bit of cloud cover that we're contending with for now, between about now and maybe 9 a.m., but that's typical, the morning fog. And if you're not used to it now, well, hey, as we get through the next couple months, you'll be well acquainted with it. That May gray is coming shortly. But for now, we're getting an early start in March for it. We've got the overcast skies all the way through about 9 and 10 a.m. In some cases, that will come in the form of foggy skies. Temperatures warming up from the 50s to the 60s. And then by the time we get to the start of the game, should be at about 74 degrees. Now, if you're inland, it's a bit of a different situation. We are warmer as you move east. 87 toward our inland valleys. Our eastern valleys could even get all the way up to about 89 degrees. Mountains are going for 82. In the desert, it's 101 this afternoon. temperatures across the board, they're going to start to cool as we get toward the beginning of next week, and in particular Sunday through about Wednesday. As we look live outside, there's a little bit of the fog looking toward La Jolla. Sunrise 6:44, about a half hour out, and sunset coming at 7:05. But spots to watch for in terms of reduced visibility. Fallbrook is at half a mile. You got Brownfield at about 3 miles right now. Let's take a look at your rain chances. This helps tell the story of the dry start to the weekend that we'll have, and really now through about Monday, we're fine. Then by Tuesday, Wednesday, repeated troughs of low pressure start to slide in, give us cooler temperatures, big drop in temperatures, cloudier skies, and dare we say our next opportunity at rain. We'll keep tabs on it as those models start to come into agreement.